So Steve's just going to give us a little run through of what we're having done to the van initially. I'll pass you over to him. Now, yes dear, can you please let us know?
What we have had done so far is a service, oil change, oil filter, new air filter, new fuel filter, and the brakes checked at the front. It needs new brake discs because they're worn unevenly. They're on their way from Japan. Got the brake pads, and there's what's left of the oil. It took over 7 litres, and it's 10W30 oil, which means the 2 5-litre containers cost nearly £100. What needs to be done after that is the drive belt, which drives just about everything on a V-belt. It was sticking, and that is because the belt tensioner assembly is seized at the front. This is a pattern one. New ones are about £300. I got this for about 80.
That pleases me.
And the belt is £35.
And what are we waiting for?
We're waiting for brake discs to come from Nissan, and they are £275. I believe nearly £300 for the pair.
Phew, I thought you were going to say each then.
No, we've paid for them already, just waiting for them to arrive. So as soon as they come, let's yes, get on with it.
And then once the chap's done that, we're taking it to Swampy's to have...
Taking it to Swampy's to, well, rather hope... as long as this is done, then we can drive it. There's plenty of meat left on the brake discs, it's just that they're wearing unevenly, and it can be done at any time before its next MOT. But I'd like Swampy to do the brake discs and pads if we can, and then a good wire brush on the underside, a rust treatment, and then apply some anti-rust coating.
Are we going to get him to go around and poke the van and see if there is any welding?
Oh, of course, yes.
Doing?
And if there's anything there that he finds, he can just just weld over it or put a plate on or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it does. We're told it's not too bad.
So for everybody who's been waiting on the Carnivore side of things, what's been going on, and why has it been such a long time since we've done an update?
Well, because there's not much to say. I mean, when you have on the health side of it, when you have this procedure done, you have to wait a number of months for the scar tissue to heal, and then they take another scan, which they did a couple of weeks ago, and I've got an appointment on the 17th of May to see how everything's worked out.
It's been such a long time, but you had to wait for the scan, and now it's been, what, at least 6 weeks? Has it been 6 weeks?
Yes, at least.
Since you had the scan, and when's your appointment?
17th.
On the 17th of this month, so it's an awful lot of waiting around.
Yes.
And can you tell everybody how you've been doing on the carnivore diet?
Not too bad. Fallen off the wagon a couple of times. I quite like a bit of southern fried chicken.
We do love a Scotch egg.
Scotch eggs, which have got a bit of crumb on the outside. Apart from that, they're fairly rigid.
We were quite naughty at the wedding.
Yes, we were very naughty at the wedding, but yeah, that's gone. It'll be probably another month to 6 weeks before we have another treat. So a little of what you fancy, I believe, does you good. Perks the spirits.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure mentally it does, but physically, I'm not so sure.
Physically, maybe not, but mentally, we all could do with a little bit of lift now and again. But yeah, everything appears to be going okay.
Well, thank you very much for that, darling.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go back.
I love you. Now go and do your washing.
Yeah. Goes off like beaten dog.
Bye bye. So, I've discovered that the fan does work, but the lifty uppy arm, I don't think it goes up far enough, because, have a listen to this. Oh, I can't remember what I do now. It just goes when it feels like it. I reckon that the little propeller things are hitting that arm that is supposed to open the vent, I think. So that button turns it on and off. This button makes it gooey and not gooey. So I think the arm that's supposed to lift the whole thing up is broken. This is the thing that's supposed to open and close it, and that is not working. So I think it's going to have to be taken off and had a look at. I'm not sure that I'm the woman for the job, and the Hobbit's taking his parents out, well, his mum out, to do some shopping, so he won't be back for about 3 hours. Oh, my neck! Ow! 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 Oh, God, that hurt. Yeah, so, as promised, here's where I'm laying the bed out. It's only going to come up to here, and I'm going to keep this space and put like a side table there. The Hobbit desperately wants to keep that central console in there. I desperately don't want it because I want this seat to be able to swivel round. But that's something for another day. I'm sure he won't be too upset. If I can get like a tray that I can put there for when it's not swiveling, I'm sure he'll be happy enough with that. So I'm gonna have a look around and see what else I can do today. We've got some like industrial carpet squares that I'm gonna do the floor with. I know it's not the done thing to put carpet down in your van, but it's what we've got, and if it turns out to be rubbish, I'll put some really hard wearing lino down. But I'm not going for boards, and I'm not going for squares, carpet, like vinyl tiles, because I've seen in other people's vans, the minute they get wet, it all lifts and looks a bit crap. Now I know you can seal it, and if I did put vinyl tiles down, of course I would seal it, or if I put laminate down, I would seal it, but I'm going to go with the carpet squares to start with. Now all of this down here is like a vinyl cladding. I don't really like the grey. I want to change it, but it's such a massive job that I'm not entirely sure I'm up for it at the moment. If anybody knows where I can get these flipping window sills from, bearing in mind it's got to have a double groove in it because these are sliding windows, please do let me know, because yeah, that's knackered, and that one there is knackered, and that needs sorting out. Also, if anyone knows where to get replacement ones of these, because that catcher's gone and I'm having to keep the window shut with a little dot of wood. Yeah, that light doodah is broken. What do we call it? Light cover. Yeah, anyway, that's broken. That's held together with sellotape, so I won't mind a new one of them, but I can actually glue it and make it look okay. It doesn't have to have that sellotape on it. Here, the diesel heater, wonderful thing. I'm guessing that our solar panels are working top notch, because this is the third day I've been in here, and the lights and the diesel heater, fan, everything is working. So I'm guessing either we've got a super duper leisure battery or the solar panel's working. Oh, I know what I can do for a start today. I can get rid of that. That's not going to be needed. And I can also measure up for the frame for the bed, and I can measure up for raising this seat up to make a cupboard. So I shall crack on and do that. Hopefully I've got that right. Oh, flipping heck. Right, I've got to do a bit of tidying up first. Get some things put away. on my finger. Don't need that. I've got the little screwdriver. Okay, you are watched. Ha 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 ha. That's tight. And that's not what he said. Oh, my wrist. I still keep thinking I'm in the other van, so I'm bending over all the time. My back's killing me. Bye bye now. Oh, that's better. Decent piece of wood over there. It's got to be that wide. Ow, that's hot. Oh, it's so hard working things out. It's hard working out of bed. This is going to bore the shit out of you. I'm going to carry on without filming. And then hopefully I can show you a mock-up. The hobbit's come to look at me fan. I think it's literally that's not screwing the arm up, so it's not opening the vent. So the propellers are catching on the arm that's supposed to lift the vent up. Oh. Will I take the cowling off and?
Well, yeah, it's going to have to come off, but
all the switches are attached, but you can undo the switches. Look, yeah. You can't undo that switch.
I'll have to leave it off. I wouldn't imagine it's just a screw on the other side.
I've got a screwdriver. But if there's a screw on the other side, we're in trouble. It doesn't seem to want to come off, so I probably won't do that.
It'll have to at some point.
You smell lovely.
Thank you. Everything's sealed in.
Oh, I don't look like it's attached with anything. It must be. Oh.
No.
Oh, I see. It's this. Yeah. Maybe that pops out.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe.
There doesn't seem to be a poppy out hole.
I think they're plastic plugs.
No, it's not a plug, it goes straight through. It's just a hole that goes straight through. It will have to be popped out from the side.
You need something thinner than that.
Okay, I'll use this thing that I found. I don't know what it's for. That's thinner than that, and that's not going in. Oh, it is a bit. No, I think I'm going to have to undo these, but I don't know how to get them out.
Maybe.
Do you want a step?
Better to come in this way.
Oh yeah, but you might break the thing then. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Nah.
That's in there pretty tight.
That's not what he said. I think you might need a screwdriver to get them out.
Yeah.
Would you like a step? So I'll go get you a little step. Or shall I just try and get them out?
No, we'll need something a lot thinner than that, otherwise that's just going to eat them.
No, it's not. It's coming out.
There you are then.
Well, that one did. Oh, that one came out so easy. This one not so much.
It's best if I get
oh, my neck.
Thin.
This is the only way it's going to work. Well, it'll work better if it's going the right way. Ha! Is out. I've got another channel called Mrs. Budget. I think you can see why. Okay, yes, it's probably time to turn the electric off. So that just slots on there, so that can't be the problem. The problem is it should be lifting up this. Right, it's not making a noise now. Blimey, it's pretty powerful. However, so it's not to do with that why it's making the noise. It's not to do with that arm, or it's still not lifting up that. It's still not lifting up the skylight. Yeah, it's not lifting up the skylight, and I don't know what could be causing that. Maybe the skylight doesn't lift up, but it must do, otherwise would I not get wet? I'm going to go and have a look from upstairs. Oh, sorry. So that's fully covered. There's no way you have to get out onto the roof to lift it up, because that'd just be ridiculous. So somehow that has got to lift up. I'll go back down and have a look. So I just did a really long video. You'll probably be thankful that you were spared it, with me getting this cowling off of here. And having a look to see whether this arm is working or not. The arm to lift up the outside cowling, it's not working. I have no idea why it's not working. So then I had to try and get the bloody thing back on. Of course, the wires are sticking over the lips and everything, and you've got to get the little windy handle, you've got to get that in its slot, and I was trying to do it by myself. And I only had one screw, and then I had to try and find another screw. Then I lost my screwdriver. And then, well, eventually I got the bloody thing back up again. But I'm not messing about with it. The Hobbit's going to have a look at that. But he's out with his mum at the moment doing the shopping. I was also telling you about my delicious carnivore snack, which is sausages and egg. I love egg, I love sausages. Don't panic, the sausages are made by our local butcher, and he'll do them 10 kilos at a time with no fillers whatsoever, and it's rather delicious. But I already had a load of it when I wasn't filming. I also had a right old blooming run around. I'm terrible. I put something down, I forget to take it away with me, and I never see it again. I couldn't find my vape, so you missed me rooting all around the van for it. And then I got inside, so I've been into the man shed, looked around the man shed, no. Looked around the utility room, no. Looked around the living room, kitchen, no. Where the chuffing heck is it? And then after about 10 minutes I suddenly realised that I'd just been up to film our skylight from the bedroom window. Sure enough, I get up there and it's right next to the bedroom window. I am absolutely flipping hopeless. Earlier on, I went in to get a jacket, because I thought there's no point in running the diesel heater, I'll just get a little jacket to wear, turn the diesel heater off. But on the way in, I thought, oh I know, I'll get rid of these two tabley things. I'll go and put them inside out of the way just in case it rains. Do you know, I got in there literally half a minute. I got in there and I thought, oh, now I know this is not the reason I was coming in here. It wasn't until I come back out again and it was cold that I remembered that I needed my flipping little jacket. Oh dear. Honestly, the amount of times I just put this screwdriver down, literally, this is the space where I use the screwdriver, not being able to find it. I'm flipping hopeless. Anyhow, I've got to do some mental arithmetic now, and that's not my strong point. You know how they say measure twice and cut once? Well, I measure about 10 times and then I cut it and it's still wrong. I'm going to have to really think about this. I'll catch you later. So I'm still undecided about whether I'm going to make a wooden frame or get the Hobbit to cut this down. So what I'm going to do is just take it all apart. I've already made a start, and it'll be there ready for him. I think the metal frame's a better idea, to be perfectly honest, and I'll let him have a look at it and see what he thinks. Ooh, careful of the Momo bike. Yeah, that's going to be, I'm going to keep that frontage, and then I'll just cut this down to where I want it, which is, sorry, cut this down this way to where I want it. I don't know what else bits I'm keeping, but that's it for now. Well, that's that sorted out. See what Hobbitsy says when he gets home. Sweepy, sweepy. No screws in the tyres. So that was it for that day. I've got loads more video to do for the next day, but this one was a bit long anyway. So thanks ever so much for watching, if you managed to get this far. And if you could possibly subscribe, like, and maybe leave a comment, I would be most awfully grateful. Thank you. Bye bye.